Guys, how are we today? It's been pretty cold here in the UK. Well, it's not been that cold in the UK. We're about 2 degrees Celsius at the moment, and I've just been at home staying busy and out of the cold. It's been one of those days where you just want to cozy up. So I made some homemade soup today, mostly vegetables, and one of the things I'm doing is we had so much food in the fridge and freezers over Christmas, so I'm trying to use up the bits and bobs we've got. So a few random meals ahead. We had a soup today which had some of the leftover gammon that I cooked yesterday. I made bread rolls to go with them. And as a little side project for Luke to help with, we made butter. We had some a pot of leftover cream, so we left butter. I'll put some pictures up here with things we've made, maybe. And that's what I've been doing this afternoon. So I've written things down that I want to talk about, and then I've started in different order. So, I'm going to show you. I'll start off with my knitting. Try not to turn up a loud earthquake. I started on my striped set sock, which was part of Stephen West's. It's a weird looking stitch. Stephen West sock along, and I'm using this Drops Fable. And these colours, dog hair again, she gets everywhere. These colours kind of remind me of an old-fashioned rose garden at a certain time of the years. There's some dark green, but I don't know if it's showing up so well. And it reminds me of a certain stalk colour that one of my nan's roses had. My nan, oh hang on. And then I'm using like this silver grey as contrast, which is a Drops Fable Unicolour. And that one's colour 115 and this one's colour 655. And I found them stashed away. Up there, there's a shelf with a few boxes of sock yarn and bits in there. And oh my goodness, this sock has caused me so much trouble. Well, not necessarily, it's not the sock's fault, it's mine. As I was telling Sam from By Hook or by Needles yesterday, I'd started the rib on this sock twice because I'd knitted the whole rib. And then I got up to do something and I stupidly put my project on the sofa seat next to where I was sat, and I got up and went and did what I did, forgetting that the dog likes to pinch my seat when I'm not sat on it, and she thinks it's highly hilarious for me to come back now to do that, so she moves off. She won't move till I click my fingers and point. So I clicked my fingers and pointed, and she slid off the sofa instead of getting down, and she literally slid all the stitches off the needles, and there was no way, the way they'd messed up and come off, and some had run and dropped and some hadn't. I decided I was just doing the whole thing again. No problem. Frustrating, but it was my fault. I left it on the sofa. And what can you do? So then I did that, not last night, not before, and yesterday I'd got on to doing this part where you have contrast stripes. You knit the rib and then you knit the front in garter. This is in garter stitch and certain pattern, and then I believe you do the back of the leg and onto the foot. I haven't read that part yet. And there was part of the clue was I hadn't read enough. The way it's set out on the pattern, it tells you how many rows of each in it. It'll say, like, do this row like this in this colour, and then do this row like this. And then there's a gap, and it tells you the next 2 rows, and so forth. So I was reading that I'd done the main colour in the rib here, and I was reading that the contrast colour was the first 2 rows, and then there were another 2 rows. So I thought, being they were separated, go on to the next colour. No. And then I was looking, just picked up my iPad to look at the pattern earlier, and I thought mine doesn't look anything like that. And I haven't got big enough contrast enough anyway, but it didn't look as thick as his stripes were. And yes, I've done it wrong. I'm missing out a step though. Yesterday, before I realised I'd done this today, I picked it up and I looked, and there was a hole, like I'd done a tiny buttonhole. It might have been there, but I picked it up and you could see a proper hole looking through it. So I counted my stitches, and I've got 1 stitch too many and a hole. And I'd gone up about 1 inch or so. I was watching television with Luke while knitting, wasn't really paying attention. So I had to frog that back. So far I've frogged twice. And then today I realised I'd done it wrong and I had to frog back again. So that's 3 times I've frogged this thing. And I'm getting there. But also when I frogged this a 3rd time, part of this colour had obviously been frogged and had almost felted around part of this colour at the end of the row. And I ended up having to cut that bit off. So now I have 4 ends so far needing to be sewn in at the end of it. So I am a woolly. Apparently I can't read. I can't comprehend perfectly well said and well written English. But I'm there. I'm getting there. Fingers crossed I actually read what I'm doing next. I've got another 11 of these to do with Stevens. So I had to find that funny. And as for the dog, I can't tell her off. I remember a friend of mine, she'd got a dog and had it a couple of years that she'd been doing her knitting. The dog got hold of her knitting and was chewing it and playing with it, and she was, oh my god. I said, but you spend so much time knitting, you probably thought it was fun, you enjoy it. The same when little kids get into things, only imitating, aren't they? So I couldn't blame the dog, I really couldn't. That glare bat's driving me mad. But I need to read, so I might have to put them back on. Email. No, there's people I've got to email. Something I said I was going to do the other day when I said my plans was I was going to use my patterns, whether they be pattern books or patterns I've got on Ravelry or Etsy or magazines. And this morning when I got up, I was perusing my shelves and I noticed this book again. Crochet One Skein Wonders, and it's a Durant and Ekman story book. I've had this one quite a while and it has lots of pattern from this, I believe it's fine weight, and got cushion covers, jewellery, baby stuff, hats, scarves, amigurumi. And this is one of the patterns that caught my interest when I first got the book, called Niles the Crocodile by Deb Ritchie. Not doing a very professional job, here we go, sorry. So it's actually got it down as medium weight, which is worsted weight. Another little pattern picture, sorry. It's not the usual thing I would have been drawn to, but I like the looks of it. So let me bookmark that. Green's not a colour I'm actually drawn to naturally. I don't know why. It's alright with other things, but I seem to have collected a fair bit of green yarn. But I didn't want to do it in worsted weight or Aran weight, so I got out what I've got in DK weight. This one's an oldie one, So Crafty, double knit yarn. It's mint green. I wouldn't say that was mint green, and it's not coming. It's coming up a bit brighter and lighter than it is in real life. I don't know why. It's definitely not that light and bright. So I've got that one, and then I've got this one's called. It's the same brand, different year. I expect double knitting yarn, which is Grass. That again is not quite as bright as that, and these have 100 grams, 300 meters, 100% acrylic. Wash at 30 degrees. Do not wash, bleach. Do not bleach. Tumble dry. Iron. And I assume that P in the circle with the crosses. Do not dry clean with P. Don't know. And that's on. Oh, there you go. Look. I've lost it. That one has it with a P crossed out. But same brand, different year, and it's got a P in the circle. And I'm assuming that you can dry clean with P or not dry clean with P. And then I've got this dark green one, which is probably about the right shade, of Hayfield Bonus DK Extra Value. It says machine washable, tumble dry, 40 degree wash, maybe dry cleaned with P, cool tumble dry, do not bleach, dry press, never wet to press, 4mm needles, 306 yards, 100 grams, approximately 280 meters. Now I think that one's too dark, that one's too light, so I'm probably going to go with that one. So that's what I decided for my first crochet project of the year, using a book and a pattern that I've got to hand. I think that's about all I've got to tell you. It's been a really quite quiet day. A lovely day watching Sam from Manford's make this morning with her Max's Gut Choice. I was doing that for a while, and just before Christmas I put all my squares to one side, and I don't know where I put them. Oh, it's got the yarn I was using too. So I'm not doing that for the moment. She's nearly finished. She's done really, really well. I also watched Sam from By Hook or By Needles this morning. And Nanny Moon has done her, Sally. Hi Sally. She's done her plans for this year. And she really impressed me yesterday because she finished the temperature blanket for last year. I really do not think my brain would keep a whole year's project going. I have enough trouble trying to keep this week's projects going with the way my mind works. But anyway, It's been a quiet day, but it's been a good day. As I said, we've made soup, we've made bread, we've made butter. I caught up with where I got to on my Stripe Step sock. I always keep calling it the wrong name. And this evening I'm going to go and do a bit more on that sock and maybe start on Niles Crocodile. My mouth is not mouthing today and words are not wording. I've managed to escape up here without Juno the dog, so there's no earthquakes. She was not happy, so she'll be pleased when I go back downstairs. Or she won't talk to me at all. Usually I'm up here, she jumps on the bed and we're on a table, and if you go, our floors are suspended floors upstairs, I think, and when you go across them you can see the table it's on wobbles a bit. It's an earthquake. So she does it on purpose when I'm there. She does it on purpose while I'm filming. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go and give my mouth a rest, so it might work a bit better tomorrow. Tomorrow you have the second, I did the second video when I was in the car yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday. Another video, so you're already all set up for tomorrow on Friday. I don't know if I'm doing anything over the weekend, but if not, I will be back on Monday to show you what I've been up to over the weekend. And I'm loving actually having things written down. Even if I had, oh, hang on, let me write that down. Video schedule. If I don't write it down, I will forget what is down there. My absolute favourite one is when I write down recipes or make a note of patterns or things, and I will write down like just the ingredients or just the instructions, and I won't actually put a title of what they are at the top, and it'll say like sift your flour with your baking powder and add to and cook. But I don't know what it's actually supposed to be cooking or what I'm cooking it in or how long for. So if I don't put that I recorded this and it's scheduled for Friday, I'm going to wonder whether I've scheduled it or if I've filmed it yet. So I've done that. And it's bad enough that I don't even know what day of the week we're on. Anyway, you all take care, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend and everything's all going, and something has made you smile today, because smiling is really important. So take care of yourselves and stay crafty. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.